So let's get you officially what has now been said by the government of India. Last evening, when this explosion was reported near the iconic Red Fort, within minutes we are looking at action was initiated. There were fire tenders that were deployed on the ground, the fire that was brought under control, multiple teams from the security that reached the site immediately, and what has now been said as far as the assessment on ground has been done, that has been done by Union Home Minister Amit Shah himself. Now in that briefing, he was directly asked a question. Was this attack a terror attack? This is what he has to say, saying that all possible angles are now being investigated and they will continue for an in-depth investigation to find out exactly when it comes to the source of the blast, the nature of the blast, and who was behind this blast.
देखिए, हम सभी एंगल्स को ओपन रखकर सभी दृष्टि से जांच कर रहे हैं। घटना किस कारण से हुई, ये अभी कहना बहुत मुश्किल है। जब तक विस्फोट के स्पॉट पर से जो स्पेसिमेंस मिलेंगे, इसका जब तक एफएसएल का एनालिसिस, एनएसजी का एनालिसिस नहीं होता, इसके बारे में कुछ भी कहना दिक्कत है। मगर हम किसी भी एंगल को बंद नहीं मानते हैं। सभी एंगल का हम दृढ़ता के साथ आगे जांच करें।
So speaking on the multiple angles, we are going to also factor them one by one when it comes to the Delhi blast case, the aftermath. What has now been said that after holding those meetings, now we are told that another round of key meetings that are scheduled for today as well, around 9:30 a.m. we are told, where the Union Home Minister is expected to lead those meetings. The IB Chief, the Home Secretary are expected to be present. And as far as this high-level meeting is concerned, that is going to take place at the MHA, at the Ministry of Home Affairs. That is going to be chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah himself. So let's connect with our reporters on ground. We have Priyank, who is continuously connected with us. Bhavtosh is also there. We also have Sahil Sohail joining us right now. But on this meeting angle and who would be leading the investigation, Priyank, multiple angles that are now coming across, and we just heard the DCP ruling out the possibility of any presence of any shrapnel. So what does it give us the information exactly when we speak of the nature of the blast?
See, one thing is for sure that the case is still officially in the hand of the local police, because the DCP is authorized to give the soundbite related to the investigation and the kind of recovery which has been made. That is point number one. The second point is the National Investigating Agency will soon take over this case, and that can be decided any moment, because the Home Minister is expected to chair the meeting around 9:30 today, where the top officials from the IB, from the NSG, from the NIA, and from the Delhi Police and other security apparatus will also be present there. But once again, showing you on the ground, Amita, you can see that this area is still cordoned off. There have been forensic teams from the BDS of the National Security Guard, which is an elite agency for the detecting any kind of explosive material is concerned. But what our sources have been suggesting, that this particular vehicle, which was explosive laden vehicle, came to the national capital from Faridabad itself. Faridabad, the location where the Bhavtosh was also reporting yesterday, where we have shown it to viewers that thousands of kilos, approximately 3,000 kilos of explosive was seized. So it is clearly meaning that this was a Fedayeen kind of attack. This is what agencies have been suspecting, knowing the fact that this could have been a desperate attempt by the members of the same module, including Umar, whose identity can be ascertained once the DNA sample can be matched with him, because his family members have been approached. They are in Pulwama, and the samples would have been collected, that would have been brought here to the national capital, and the DNA will be matched to him. But if you look at the larger picture, it is clearly looking as a desperate act by the terrorists, knowing the fact that multiple operations were being launched by various agencies, which led to arrest of 8 individuals.
Yes.
4 of them were doctors.
So all of these linkages that are being drawn, of course, we'll be awaiting as far as when it comes to the officials confirming this development. But as we heard from the DCP side saying that as all angles are being investigated. They are not ruling anything out as of now. But on part of the Union Home Minister, once again, we're looking at series of meetings that would be taking place beginning 9:30 a.m. What we are told at the MHA, that is likely to be attended by the IB Chief, the Home Secretary, the Delhi Police Commissioner, the Special Secretary Internal Security, and top Home Ministry officials as well. In the meantime, let's talk about the other aspect. Through sources, what we are learning on the investigative angle. Security agencies are now probing the involvement of Jaish-e-Mohammed in the terror attack, as it is now been said, according to the FIR that has now been filed by the Delhi Police. The Jaish-e-Mohammed module that has been busted, in which 8 members that have been arrested also by the Jammu and Kashmir Police, who were rather camping in Faridabad for the ongoing investigation. However, one accused, identified as Dr. Omar, however, managed to flee. Now, the linkage of Dr. Omar with the car is another angle being investigated. Let's connect with Bhavtosh on this particular angle, because Bhavtosh, often when we see such kind of attacks that are often labeled as terror attacks, you have certain organizations claiming responsibility. This time, it seems that none of that has happened till now. However, with all of the angles that are now being investigated, could this attack be directed towards Jaish-e-Mohammed?
Amita, adding to what Priyank and Sohail have been reporting, Jaish-e-Mohammed has so far not claimed any responsibility. It could be because as soon as Pahalgam attack happened, the TRF claimed the responsibility.
I can only tell you that an FIR has been registered under UAPA, Explosives Act and Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Investigation has been taken up, and there are many specialized teams of Delhi Police, FSL, NSG also here on the scene of crime, and they are lifting evidences possible to help in the investigation.
What was the route of the vehicle? Because some people are
It is no, we are doing investigation on it. अभी investigation बहुत ही preliminary stages के ऊपर है. Anything, any comment on that will be too premature. And अभी जब तक coherent पूरी चीजें, sequence of events क्या है, सब कुछ link नहीं होता, तब तक कुछ भी कहा जाना मुश्किल है.
Have you identified the driver of the vehicle who was seen?
No, it is still ongoing. The investigation is underway.
Has the body been identified? That body?
The investigation is undergoing. There are many bodies there, and postmortems are also being conducted at LNJP. 5 postmortems have already been done. So we are in the process of identifying some of them, and there are other people also who are getting treatments. So as of now, what body and or anything related to that is still.
Do you have unidentified bodies also?
Yes, there are one or two bodies, but yes, we have already identified 6 bodies. They have been post-mortem has been done of 5.
So you're confirming there are 2 bodies which are unidentified. Have any family members come and?
No, that is that is also preliminary, because there are body parts also. So that has to be joined, and that has to be logically connected with each.
There you heard, there are 2 unidentified bodies. This is what the DCP has been saying, but the claims will be made in the later stage. This is what we were talking about. Amita, can you hear me?
Yes, Priyank, because that live reaction coming in from the DCP side saying that there are specialized teams who are said to be involved there. But on that very angle, I want Bhavtosh to continue to speak, especially when we speak of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. And when it comes to this anti-terror module, the Faridabad module, the crackdown that began with Jammu and Kashmir police teams also being available on the spot. Yes, you were there, Bhavtosh, on the spot when this incident was happening in Faridabad.
Yes, Amita, as I was saying, that Pahalgam attack, TRF claimed the responsibility, and then India blamed Pakistan. This time around, Jaish-e-Mohammed has so far not claimed the responsibility, and the posters that were put out by Dr. Adil. Dr. Adil was the one who was identified through the CCTV footage, and ultimately he was arrested and 7 others were arrested. But a huge amount of a cache of weapons were seized, and 2,953 kgs of explosives was seized. As Priyank said, that one of the accused in this case, Dr. Omar, managed to flee, and then it could be possible that the car in which explosion took place, that car could, Dr. Omar could be the person who was driving it. Having said that, the persons, the individuals or the body parts that have been seized from there or recovered from there, their DNA examination are being carried out. It is still over 18 hours since that blast has taken place. So investigations are still at a very preliminary stage. Investigations are still going on. But what is very clear, Amita, is that it is a terror attack, no doubt about it. The fact that the police have registered a case under UAPA, anti-terror law, under various sections of that
Yes.
case under murder have been registered, criminal conspiracy have been registered.
Explosive substances, we are looking at BNS and we are also looking at, as far as when it comes to 16 and 18 sections of the stringent UAPA that have now been also applied on part of the Delhi police FIR that has now been registered. But other angle that we are probing, as far as this car is now concerned, the movement of this car, the map, the route of this car, from where exactly did it begin its journey to the parking lot, staying there at the parking lot, then moving out of the parking lot, who was that individual with a mask on his face, all of that now begins a part of this investigation. Let's put out this other detail that we are breaking for our viewers. On part of the investigative agencies, what we are getting to know that they have been questioning the Pulwama resident Tariq, who is being questioned by the agencies as the car owner's role is now said to be under scrutiny. How did a car reach Delhi under probe, likely link as far as to Dr. Omar, who managed to flee from Faridabad? That is also being probed, as the identity of the car occupant is now said to be under verification. Sahil is there with us and Sahil is reporting from the spot itself. What is the linkages, Sahil, to Delhi, to Faridabad and now to Kashmir?
Well, certainly the Kashmir connection of this Red Fort attack, in fact, blast is under probe. Two individuals have been detained by Jammu and Kashmir for questioning. We're reporting from the residence of the person who was seen in the picture with that vehicle, and now the family basically claims that the person in the picture is not Tariq but Amir Rashid of Sambura, Pulwama. Late last evening, Jammu and Kashmir police has picked up Amir Rashid and his brother Omar Rashid from this spot, and they are under detention. They are being questioned, and the family claims that they know only about this particular car that you see on your screen. It's a Jammu Kashmir registration, in fact JNK registered vehicle that they have. It's I-10 vehicle, while as in the picture there was a I-20 vehicle and the person was being said to be Tariq, but now family has identified him. We spoke to them a short while back, and they say that basically the person in the picture is Amir Rashid and his brother Omar Rashid. Both of them are now under police detention. They are basically being questioned into the case. So Kashmir connection of all this is under scanner. We had in fact reported about the possibility of connection of all this with Dr. Umar, who is wanted in JEM terror plot case, where in fact 3 doctors, including 2 from Jammu and Kashmir, Dr. Adil and Dr. Muzammil, have been arrested, while as 3rd doctor in fact was arrested, a female doctor.
Sahil, what is the connection as far as the RC and the details are concerned? Who is the original owner of the car? Because as being said by the Home Minister, the car where the explosion happened to be a I-20. And the RC details that was received happened to be the ownership belonging to an individual named Salman. So Salman to Tariq, now to Amir. How does these linkages now, make sense?
Well, all of this is under scanner. All of this is being investigated. The first owner, and in fact, there are multiple owners of this car. It has been sold from one person to another, and whether it is connected to Kashmir, whether it is connected to Pulwama, is certainly under probe. And the individual which was basically seen in the picture holding a key of Royal Car Zone vendor, and in fact behind that person was the car that blasted outside the Red Fort in Delhi. So the person is being identified, the family, now as Amir Rashid of Sambura, Pulwama. Late last evening, Jammu and Kashmir police team raided the residence, and in fact both the brothers were...
Amir, not Tariq. That is what you are clarifying, is it, Sahil? That is Amir, not Tariq.
Yes, exactly. This is the claim from the family, that that the person in the picture is Amir Rashid, not Tariq, as it was being portrayed or it was being reported. So as of now, both Amir Rashid and in fact his brother Omar Rashid are in fact under police detention, and they are being questioned by Jammu and Kashmir
So what was
police.
the car doing there at the parking lot? And why was it parked for several hours, as far as then being moved out and the slow-moving vehicle, and an individual who has been identified wearing a mask could be seen, the suspect there in that very car? Let's get you another angle that is now being investigated. as far as when we speak of these CCTV footages, because these are crucial details that the police is now examining. The I-20 that could be seen exiting the parking, the blast suspect who was seen and captured in that CCTV images. Who could this possibly be, Priyank?
Amita, but before that, we have come to this Jain Mandir where the parts of the bodies of the victim were found and the traces have now been taken by the forensic team. It was a very horrific experience for those individuals who have spotted the parts of the body of the victim on the top. But on the other side, we have come to this location from where we can show you the bird's eye view of regarding how this particular area suddenly came into panic. This is a main Chandni Chowk area which has been recently developed, and the vehicular movement was also stopped, because of which probably the suspect could not go further. From the top angle, you can see that barricades have been placed, that gate was still open, and exactly at that particular spot, right next to the police chowki of the Red Fort, this particular attack happened and the blast happened, which led to death of 9 individuals so far. What officials have also been suggesting that there are 2 bodies which are yet to be identified. This is what we were talking earlier also, that Umar is yet to be identified, and his DNA sample can also be traced later on, so that it can be ascertained that exactly whether Umar was the one who was driving this vehicle or not. But at this Jain temple, which is right on the right opposite to the spot, there was certainly panic. There were many devotees who came to this location, and these devotees were certainly under the fear of the blast. They could have never imagined that something like this can happen right next to this highly secured area. There are few devotees also. Sir, आप थे यहाँ पे? पंडित जी, महाराज जी, आप कल थे यहाँ पे?
नहीं जी, मैं नहीं था।
अच्छा जी। So, स्टाफ थे? अच्छा, ठीक है। बिल्कुल, हम जाते। Amitabh, while we were trying to find the eyewitnesses also earlier in the day also, we have spoken to a few of the eyewitnesses who have given a clear picture, but certainly after the police has requested these individuals not to talk, probably they have been refraining to that. Let's respect their privacy. But at this Jain Mandir, it was very shocking, very disturbing for those individuals to spot the remains of the body right on the top of this Jain Mandir, which has right now being is being cleared.
So that mandir is said to be very close in proximity, as we are looking at, because there are iconic buildings in that very area in Chandni Chowk where these blast that has been reported, and very close in proximity there that we're looking at this mandir. And of course, owing to the crowd and the time at when there is a huge swell of crowd that can be often seen at Chandni Chowk, this could have been a bigger tragedy that for now we're looking at least 8 people have died. But the nature of this tragedy was so intense that multiple individuals are yet to be identified as far as on part of the authorities is concerned. But the angle that we are also taking a look at, as far as when it comes to sources, there are multi-location raids that are now being conducted by the anti-terror units of Jammu and Kashmir, Haryana and Delhi police that seems to have triggered panic among those terror suspects, so who managed to flee during this joint operation. And this in a desperate attempt to escape, the suspects fled in a vehicle from Faridabad, which then crossed the Badarpur border and thereafter entered the national capital, eventually leading to this explosion. So this is another angle that is now being investigated. Shivam, if you can take us through the details exactly when it comes to the route that has now been taken up. One individual or a suspect by Dr. Omar, is he the one who was behind the wheels, or there has been another angle that is now being investigated? If the car was on the move, then why it was parked in the parking lot for a few hours?
Exactly, Amita. There are a lot of, angles and a lot of theories that are coming in, and the investigating authorities are looking at each and every angle. Talking about the car, the I-20, which is in question now, it was being sold from this particular place. We are currently reporting from the Royal Car Zone. We are almost, 25-30 kilometers away from the spot where it happened. And this is the place for now that we are getting to know that from this place, this car was sold. This is in Faridabad bypass. The entire area is being seized off. The cars that are also kept outside, these are also the cars that, that are normally here for selling and exchanging purpose. But as far as now when we are talking, we are trying to connect to the owners, to all the people who have been mentioned on the board constantly, but the numbers are coming switched off. This place has also not been opened up since a long time since the morning and also from the night. And we will also on our camera we'll try all the numbers that are being mentioned here. We will try contacting them, but all of them are coming switch off right now.
All right, all of these angles as it is being investigated, as we are looking at for now, the Delhi police registering the FIR. We are looking at specialized teams on the ground, the FSL also being there. But as per when it comes to the DCP, who has been giving this reaction, saying that it is too early to come to any conclusion. Tushar Gupta is connected with us. Major General A.K. Sivach is also connected with us. Thank you for taking out your time and for your patience, because we are continuously getting breaking updates on the broadcast. So we will be heading into a very short break, coming back to you for your assessment on how do you read the current situation. Back after a short break. You're watching Times Now.